So let's go to the engine test on our before takeoff checklist. The first thing we need to check here is the parking brake. Let's check. Okay, the parking brake is set already. Parking brake is set. Seat belts and harnesses. Let's check our passenger on our right side. It's our instructor. He's not using the seat belts, but it's a simulation, it's okay. Following the checklist, cabin door is closed and latch. We need to check this if the door are closed. Okay, all good. We can see the windows can be opened in this module. And then on the right side it's okay too. So let's check the controls. If it's free, it's unlocked. It's very important, just adjusting the view here to be better to check. Left, right, and up, and then down. We need to make sure it's completely free. And our rudder, left side and then right side, and check if it's free, and the brakes too. On the flight instruments, check and set. Let's check. We did all the checks before. We have all the altimeter, and we checked before our heading was not matching with the compass, but now it's okay. So as mentioned before, our takeoff will be on runway 21. I am opening the chart here, and our heading on departure will be 213. We can check here, 213. Then we can put it in our heading book to be easy to have a guidance, a reference during our takeoff. So let's put here 213 on our heading book. So I'll use my controls here, my hardware to do this. I think it's easier for me and for you to see there too. Item number 6, primer should be in and locked. We can check here, it's locked, it's not moving, but you can make sure just turning to the right. Fuel quantity check. Let's see, we have approximately 36 pounds on each tank. In this case we have 72, so we have around 11 US gallons. Item number 8, fuel shutoff valve. Just recheck if it's on position. Let's check. Yeah, it's all good. Number 9, mixture reach, but it says below 3,000 feet. It's a good time because we will do a check for the mixture when we are in a higher altitude. Elevator trim, that should be set for takeoff. I can use my controls here to move nose up or nose down, but I would like to show you outside how it works on our plane, how the trim works. Let's go adjust the camera here to a very nice position. Okay, this part here is the trim, and then we can set for nose down. You can see it moving up. And then we can move nose up, and you can see the trim going down. It's very interesting, just to show you how it works. Coming back to the cockpit, let's keep it on takeoff position, centralize it. Okay, sounds good for me. So let's start the engine check, 1700 RPM, but just to remember, when we are below 3,000 feet, we use full reach mixture, and when we are below 3,000, we use lean to peak. We will discuss about this in a few, but let's start first with 1700 RPM. So 1700 RPM, just adjusting the view here, just to see the tachometer better. Okay, here is very nice. Just hit the brakes, even if you are using the parking brake, and 1700. Okay, it's time to do the lean to peak test. It's very simple. You just need to reduce your mixture. You start reducing, we have 1700 RPM, and you can see a slight movement on our RPM. As soon as you see our RPM stop increasing, it will start descending. It's our lean to peak point. And then as soon as we have this, we just need to reduce our power, keep on 1700 RPM because it's the amount of power we need. So we have 1700 RPM already, and then the first check will be the mags check. We will change the mags from both to left, both, and then from both to right, and we can't have more than 125 RPM. Let's start. Let's start doing with the left side first. Left. Check our RPM is around 16 RPM, a little bit below this. Both. Okay, it's because we have a little bit lower RPM. Just readjust this for 17 RPM. Okay, nice. Again, let's test left. Okay, nice. Now we have 100 RPM drop. Very nice on the left side. Both. Check if it's 17 RPM, 1700 RPM again. Yeah, you need to check this. And then do to the right side. Right. Check the RPM drop. It should be around 100. Very nice. Checked. We can come back to both. One important thing to know here is the RPM drop is 125 on right or on left side. No problem at all. But between right and left side, it can't be higher than 50. Okay? The maximum is 50 RPM. Next check is the carburetor heat. We will pull it up and check RPM drop too. It doesn't mention any amount of drop that is okay, but we need to have any drop because it shows us the carburetor heat is working properly. Suction gauge check. We just need to check if it's on the green arc. Let's see. Yeah, and it's on the green arc. It's between 4 and 6. It's on 5 right now. It's okay, green arc. And then we check the ammeter. The ammeter or ammeter should be above 0. It means it's charging our battery. Okay? We can see it's okay here for us. So at this point we have all the POA checks done. The checks by Cessna. However, we used to do a very nice test reducing the mixture control to idle position just to see if the engine is able to keep for 2 or 3 seconds the engine running without fuel coming in. Okay, let's do this test here too. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, okay, return. Okay, we have the engine working properly and the test is done. Okay, and then we can reduce our power to 1000 RPM. It is what it says, to reduce to 1000 RPM. But we will reduce to idle to make sure our engine is able to keep idle at this point. The engine is warmed up enough to keep idle. Yes, it's maintaining on idle position, very stable. And just increase the power to 1000 RPM to keep our battery charging. Okay, 1000 RPM confirmed, and we can check the throttle friction. It is this wheel here to keep the throttle a little bit hard to move or loose. You can use as you prefer. We can put the strobe on position for us. We are close to the runway already, and then we can check the radials if we have the radial set as required. and then all the frequencies are good, and then flaps we can put on 10. Okay, 10 degrees of flap. We can see the flaps shadow is so nice. And then okay, we can release the parking brake at this point, and then go to the hold short of runway 21 to do our first takeoff. Checking if we have no traffic. Okay, very nice. And let's go to the hold short of the runway. We are very close here. Just come up to here and make the communication when we have air traffic control. When we don't have, we need to report our position, and it will be discussed in the next videos. So it's time to finish this video. Almost 30 minutes here, it's too long. Just to let you know, next videos will be much more shorter than this one. Is just because I have lots of things to show you here. Just to remember you, it's not a tutorial, it's not a class, I am not teaching you, I am just showing you my experience as a student, as a pilot student, okay? And then don't use it in real life. Subscribe and give me a like, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.